Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are we all doing today, guys? How are we all doing today? Welcome to the stream. We are back with some more Danchro after what seems to be a long time, to be honest. It feels at least that way. Although I think we were literally live like a few days ago. Although I will say this, I think a few days ago I was super tired, so I couldn't really do much on the stream. But we're back, of course. We're back with some more shenanigans. Hopefully everybody is doing good. Hopefully everybody's doing great. Everybody's having a good start to the weekend. Let me just tweet out and put it in the Discord that we're live first and foremost. But yes, we are ready to rock and roll today. Today I'm feeling a lot better, feeling a lot more energetic. Well, I say energetic. I'm feeling a little bit more. I'm not feeling as tired as I was on Saturday. Or Thursday or Wednesday. I don't know when I streamed last. Wednesday, I think it was. So it's a little bit better than that for sure. It's definitely a lot better than that for sure. But we've got a lot to talk about today. It's been a couple of eventful days since Wednesday, of course, for the Danmachi world, ranging from episode 2 to, of course, the Danchro news to everything else, of course, to everything else. Just tweeting out that we're live. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Alright, let's do this over here. Boom. Okay. Now, Lloyd, Bronzeman, Razor, how are y'all doing today? Welcome. Hopefully y'all are doing fantastic today. We are ready to rock and roll. Yes. Alright, sweet. But yeah, today, the agenda, obviously, is to talk about episode 2. We'll have a live discussion, chat about it, see what you guys think and everything. We can, of course, talk a little bit about Danchro as well, no doubt about it, especially with the news and stuff that's come out of Danchro regarding the whole, message from the live ops team, as they like to call it. they really they said, you know what, we're going to make this a very bad newsletter, which is, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it is exactly what the tin can says. So we can talk about that as well. And of course, today, I have to finish off Uncharted. I haven't done Uncharted. I haven't done Abyssal yet. I haven't done the new Familia event. I've been kind of lacking a little bit on that front, but to be honest, it's primarily because I've been obviously wanting to save it for stream, but also because of Sparking Zero. I've been playing that game way too much, and it's been a lot of fun. I think right now on Steam, it's probably my most played Dragon Ball game. I think maybe Kakarot's higher. No, actually, Kakarot is definitely higher. Kakarot's 50 hours. Yeah, 60 hours, nearly 60 hours. Oh, Xenoverse is 60 hours. How have I played 61 hours of Xenoverse? I didn't even know I did that. Heck, I played 27 hours of Breakers, brother. Something's really wrong with me, bro. If I'm playing 27 hours of The Breakers, I'm very concerned with my own sanity at that point. Hello, gamer. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. But yeah, no. Okay, yeah, I was very confused as to what fell. My garbage bag just fell over a little bit, so I have to just straighten it up later on. I'll do that later. I'm not too worried. I was like, what the fuck just fell? I thought something. I thought it was from the other room or from outside, basically. But no, it's just my garbage bag just toppled over slightly. Nothing's fallen out, thankfully, though, from what it looks like. So it's all right. I played Xenoverse. Wait, what happened? Okay, that's a bit odd. I've never seen that wide angle. It always zooms in usually. I played Xenoverse for the first time in 2017, Xenoverse 2 that is, of course, right? But I never really fully got into it, and especially with all the DLCs and stuff, brother, I could never keep up with it. Hello, Pacheri, welcome to the stream, welcome. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying Sparking Zero, so I've been playing that primarily. To be honest, it's why I've been lacking a little bit in terms of like Danchro and everything. To be honest, in terms of like doing stuff, like I'm in Diamond 3. Doubt I'm gonna get Diamond 1. To be quite honest, it's highly unlikely, but we'll see. We might try. We might be able to get there. Who the hell knows? You're gonna pull for the new seer, right? No, hell no. I did one multi and that's it. I'm not doing any more. This is the same thing I did in Danmimo as well. To be honest, right? I've been in Danmimo. It's the same thing I've done as well. Like I'd only do one multi on the new banner. Of course, there at least I'd get the new unit, of course, guaranteed on the first multi, which was of course very nice. However, if I wanted to max it out, it would be a different point altogether. But yeah, it's something that I'm gonna stick to that pretty much. I'm gonna stick to that in all honesty. So yeah, hi. All of episode 2 was really funny. No, it was really entertaining. I really enjoyed episode 2 quite a lot. Of course, there was quite a few cut contents. Let's be real. It was not unexpected, especially considering the episode count and everything. That being said, though, I will say this: they cut the right content. stuff like of course I'll talk about it in my cut contents video and stuff. I'll be making that over the weekend or on Monday most likely, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing around 10 to 12 hour stream of Sparking Zero on the second channel. Probably 10 hours. I was thinking of doing a 12-hour stream, but maybe I'll just cut it down by 2 hours because I'm working on Monday as well anyways. We'll do probably 12 to 10 or 10 to 8, something like that. Yes, I will be doing my ranking event run today, maybe, most likely. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, episode 2 was great. I really enjoyed it. I think they did a good job with the right cut contents, the general way of doing this as well. The way they did the event in its entirety, I think was great. Overall, pretty solid overall. Like everything they did in the in my opinion. Gail, what's my best Riz? I have no Riz. I have zero Riz. No, I don't know. I have not done any sort of rizzing in like years now. I have not gone on a date in like 6 years now. I'm good. I might get back into the scene inevitably. When I say inevitably, probably once I'm back from holiday, but we'll see. Rizzle list riot more like, to be honest. I've been addicted to Sparking Zero, main, same, man, mate, same. Although I will say this, I've had to switch from classic to standard controls because honestly, it's classic controls. I love classic controls, don't get me wrong. But for the new mechanics that they've added, like perception and shit like that, fuck me, it's bad. It is so frustrating. I hate it. I honestly abhor it. I wish they'd done a better job with the classic controls, because I want to play with classic controls, but I can't because of fucking how annoying it is. You know, it's so annoying. Like I can't do super perception properly. I can't do super counter properly. It's rough, man. It is so rough with classic controls. So I've switched over to standard controls. I've tried modifying it to make it a little bit better, in all honesty. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still practicing a little bit, but I'm not getting anywhere. I'm kind of ass, but been getting a lot better, a lot to learn. Yeah, no. There's, like I said, there's a huge ceiling for this, in all honesty. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. You can't. I think it's fair on them to cut that. I know a lot of people were complaining on the Reddit that they didn't have the orphanage scene, but it's like, brother, my guys, did you not watch season 2? They added nothing from volume 8. People will be so fucking confused. These three random kids have appeared in the orphanage, dog. Like, people will be like, who the fuck are they? Like, I think it's the right decision. Yes, it's not nice to see important content, I would say, or, you know, things that actually enhance the characters more being cut, but the reason why we are going to complain is because we've read the light novels, you know, and in that sense. So yeah. Let's see. Maybe if everyone gets a good score, we can even get first place. No, we can't. You have to remember that a lot of the top familiars are really like have a lot of the max units out ready to go, or at least like everybody has a really good strategy enabled. Our familiar is very casual at the end of the day. Like I'd be happy with the top 30, top 40 even. I'm not expecting any more than that, to be honest. Did I get any tickets? No, I didn't. Okay, I was just checking if I had tickets or not. I'm going to be honest, I'm debating to get into Zenless Zone Zero because of characters. I mean, if you like it, go for it. Give it a shot. There's no harm in it, trying it out for a couple of days. But yeah. Also, those who played Mimo would miss the orphanage scene. Of course, the people who played Dan Mimo would miss the orphanage scene, but that's again different because not everybody's played Dan Mimo. If when you're sticking into a media, right, you have to continue with that continuity of that media. You can't go and get it from other bits and pieces that people may not understand. It's why Amori's been talking about the anime and extending it a little bit on Twitter and stuff like that. I'll be making a video regarding episode 2's contents that Amori wants to talk about, of course, right? But yeah, I like the anime only bits. Example, Hayden dragging Will off in the dungeon after his riz and I stress eating. I think those are some amazing sequences. And again, it shows, and this is something I was talking about at the end of the reaction video, is I really like how they've done the emotions, facial expressions, and general internal monologues this time around. And again, this episode was kind of doubling down on me thinking that current JC staff could actually handle a Sword Oratoria, honestly. Like I've been thinking about that since season 4, but this season so far, 2 episodes in, I know it's early days and maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit here, but I think they could do a really good job with Sword Oratoria if given the opportunity. Will they be given the opportunity is a different point altogether. You know, it's a different point altogether, in all honesty. But yeah, let me just read through some other stuff. I saw somebody talking about the gods as well, right? And yeah, Frank mentioned it, and I think, of course, Razor, you mentioned Hathor, amazing. Damia, I'm not the biggest fan of, but a really solid design in all honesty. Nonetheless, I really like Hathor's design. They did such a good job with Hathor's design. I'm a big fan. I'm a very very big fan of that. Jilunin is that good as they say. Yeah, I agree. Not opportunity if given the budget. I think the budget is there anyways. I mean, you can see with season 5 and stuff, they're wanting to do more with Danmachi, but they're not given the opportunity. It is lack of opportunity. SB Creative needs to give them the chance to do Sword Oratoria again, just because the first season failed, which admittingly, yes, that was on, I would say that was both on JC staff and JC staff and SB Creative on that part. Bad marketing, bad release platforms. Why are you putting it on Amazon Prime back in 2017 when Amazon Prime was just really like video? Amazon Prime Video specifically was just getting into its stride. This was early days. This was before streaming services really popped off like crazily. You put it on Amazon Prime Video, which not everybody's gonna have access to. And not everybody's going to actually look into. They might have access to it because of Amazon Prime, but nobody's going to really look into it like a crazy degree, right? And so on and so forth. The various other things that happen, of course, the episode count and everything and all that sort of stuff. It wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. So I think there was a lot of things there, but obviously with that failure, they don't want to do it again. And so obviously I think they should do it there. It failed almost on purpose. They had it way easier than the main series because well, no, because back then SO manga wasn't a thing. Just a fan. Right now, yes, they could use it as. Right now, they have the opportunity because they have the manga, like you said, right? They absolutely have the manga, so that helps out massively. But I don't think back then they had the manga. The manga was there from 2014. I stand corrected, but it wasn't as developed as it is now and how it's evolved. Like if you look back at how it started, it's not the same way they're doing it now. Quite clearly, it's evolved a lot since then. And of course, I don't know if they had all the stuff released from volumes 1 to 5 back then, of course, right? In time for the anime, but either way, it's it's there, yeah. It's there is the best way to do it. Let me just see if I missed anything. 1 second, I have to look at everything here. Let me start some this is in the meantime Uncharted, by the way. What's the next one? Yellow. Hold on a second. Sparking release. I just came back. Got almost all the fandom attention. Daima releases. Yeah, Daima's first episode was good. I really enjoyed it. I really liked Daima's first episode. Very, very enjoyable for sure. We'll take Lenore and Lufia in, sure. We'll just chuck in 1 second, sorry. We'll just do this 1 second. And then we'll take Lufia in. Lufia can have probably, where is she? Hesia. What do I think about the fanatical thinking of Herin? Well, that's very familiar in a nutshell, to be honest. That's how they are. There's nothing surprising there, to be honest. There's nothing surprising there at all. I'm not shocked. I like the way they've done it. Exactly, it just shows how obsessed they are with Seer and Freya both. It seems like, of course, right, because of how they're treating Seer especially. But that's just how they are. They're very obsessed. I haven't watched Daima. I'm not. Please, no spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers. I haven't watched. I have watched it, but I know a lot of people haven't watched it. It's only been a day, so let's not talk about Daima too much because yeah. But yeah. Yagi Sensei SO drawer once replied to me that he would like to draw SO9 because it was kept to get to the Xenos arc. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that they had to skip it, but yeah, it is what it is. Have you checked out ReZero Season 3 yet? Yes, I have. Very good episodes so far. I mean, 2 episodes in, so not much to go off of, but still very good episodes nonetheless. I'm looking forward to the rest of it, of course, as time goes on. Alright, let's do Final Medicine just as a thingy there. But yeah. Alright, let's just do this. Will the upcoming Halloween units be fire themed? I have no idea. I have no idea. We have no information. They've not said anything today. Hopefully we get something tomorrow, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah. I mean, the Seer unit is not a bad idea to roll for because we are lacking a lot of water units, and Seer is basically like a mini Aphrodite in a way, effectively. A more healer-focused Aphrodite, effectively, but still does the job. Very offensive nonetheless as well because she reduces endurance and stuff like that if you're a support unit. Very good with units like Ahmed and, of course, Water Lafia. But again, we're just coming out of the anniversary. It's not worth it. The thing is, right, she's most likely now apparently limited because on Twitter they've said that she's limited. I thought that she wasn't going to be limited because, you know, they didn't mention anything about her being time limited or not being able to come back on banners in the future, which is dumb in all honesty. But yeah, I haven't caught the HSR stream. I'll be watching it probably later tonight or tomorrow morning before the long stream. But I heard it wasn't like out of this world is the best way to put it. I've heard the consensus is it was okay. I heard it was okay. That's it. Which is fine. I mean, a slower patch is fine for me. Our first time getting only one new unit, which is great to see. But yeah, what are the reruns? Do you know by any chance? What are the reruns? I think they should do a Stray Records before trying to do a restart or season 2 of Sword Art Autoria. Yes and no. It's a hard one because I think Australia record I do agree would have a lot of ramifications to obviously the main series primarily. So in that sense I agree, but I could say the same thing with Sword Art Autoria. However, would Australia record actually no, you're kind of right in that sense. Australia record should probably be done first because obviously because of Evilist and stuff. I think you're right in that sense. So fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you feel uncomfortable, that's fine. I don't think for the majority it isn't uncomfortable. Listen, it's all opinion based. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel comfortable about it. It's as simple as that. Um, I think most people won't feel uncomfortable about it, to be quite honest. Akron, Aventurine, and Imbibitor Lune. That's alright units, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but yeah. Alright. We'll take Hestia. You can have Hestia. And we'll just chuck some random units in. If they're gonna do many limited banners, I think they should give out more Selas. I think the problem is these season 5 units should not have been limited. That's my point. I don't mind them they're doing limited units every so often. Even Danmimo was a big culprit of this as well at the same time. Like they do 2 limited banners, then 1 non-limited, then 2 limited, and so on and so forth. It's fine in that sense, right? If you're doing it for the main event banners, because of course the events last for 3-4 weeks, whereas these banners are most likely going to be every 2 weeks, and they're also on top of the main event banners. I think that the season 5 units should have just been non-time limited, in all honesty. I think they should be, in all honesty. That's my personal opinion. I think that's the biggest problem. Well, yeah, I had to pay for it, for fuck's sakes. It's one thing if it's accidental, it's another Bell's literally being... I mean, that's fine, that's your opinion. I mean, as I said, it's not... You're not wrong for feeling that way. If you feel that way, you feel that way. I'm not gonna really deny that, but yeah. These Danchro seasonal units don't fit as well as the Danmimo ones, right? What do you mean by fit as well? Like, give me a explanation for that. Well, I still don't know if it's fully confirmed. I assume it is going to be. I'm pretty sure it is actually limited because they mentioned it on Twitter. I have no idea though. They don't expect it. They don't mention it properly, so no idea. I don't think we should be expecting a big event. I mean, we know it's going back to partial voice acting, so no, it's not going to be a big event. I don't think so either, to be honest. Not for the first one, I think. They mentioned it on Twitter. It's going to be a limited character, so it seems like it is actually limited. I thought it was going to be non-time limited as well. That's why I said it in my video. I think it's going to be non-time limited, but yeah. Let me see. One second. But yeah, could I get a bit of an explanation on that one? I would appreciate it. Let me see if I missed out on anything else. One second, sorry. Damia just looks like Line. Yeah, actually, you're not wrong. Damia does look like Line in a way. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I'm gonna read the comments of your guys' comments. I hate how many people are blaming the gacha, by the way. I will say this. I think a lot of people are blaming the gacha when I don't think the gacha is the problem at all at this point in time. Yes, okay. Maybe not at all. There is a little bit of a problem with these limited units that have now is just popping up again, which I was hoping we were done and dusted with it like a couple of months ago with the releases of like Anya and stuff like that. But yeah. But yeah, I was kind of hoping. Damia is the Greek goddess. She's a Greek goddess. I think like she's the goddess of the fertile earth, a very minor goddess. I mean, you can leave a comment so that I can read it, and then you can just ignore the replies. That's what I would do. That's what I usually do whenever I'm commenting on somebody's video or something, and I don't want to deal with people people being dickheads. I just put a comment and leave it. If the video maker, the YouTuber or whoever it is going to reply to it, then I'll watch the video. But otherwise, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for further expanding on that. But yeah, I was pretty sure she was a minor goddess of the fertile earth or something. Funny how someone said the reason there is not enough fan service. Yeah, I saw that. Which, I mean, yes and no, but no, more so, to be honest. But yeah. Man, High Dive isn't supported in my country, so I can't watch season 5. I mean, you can still watch season 5, just you'll have to sail the high seas. There's so many, like, anime websites. Like, look, I'm not really an advocate for piracy and all that sort of stuff, and of course, watching it on, like, like, hosting websites and stuff. But the thing is, if it's not available in your country and there's no legitimate way to watch Danmachi or the show you want to watch, then you're, I think, in all the rights to go and watch it. Nobody's gonna catch you for it, unless you decide to hand yourself over to the feds for some reason. Which, why? Why would you do that? But yeah. I sail and then buy it on Blu-ray later. That's also a good way to do it. I would say if you feel guilty in some way, shape, or form as well, then you can support the series in other ways. Buy light novels, buy the manga, whatever you must do. Just do that, and then you can continue doing it because you're still technically, theoretically supporting the franchise nonetheless in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, just do that if you don't feel fully comfortable as well. We'll save this one. One second. I'm gonna go for Seer. By Celas, I probably wouldn't do that. How bad of an idea is it to have the CP cards where no, I mean if you're just doing Uncharted to farm the new item and stuff like that, then no, it's not a bad idea at all. Go for it. I think it's the best way to do it in all honesty because you're not playing the game. It's auto farming for you effectively. It may take a little bit longer, but it's doing its job. Like, I can't in good consciousness suggest people buy Celas at this moment in time, to be honest. I mean, if it is official and stuff, that's fine. As long as it's official and you're doing it by an official source, be it like Danchro, the game coming up, the manga, light novels, the Blu-ray DVDs, so on and so forth. If it's anything of that sort, you'll help pretty much. The problem is I use cash for everything and there isn't any available high. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I use card for everything. I can't use cash anymore. To be honest, it's more of a hassle in the UK, mainly because of how many fucking coins they give out, man. Everything has to end in like 0.15, 0.25, 0.35, 0.45, and they give you like 5 fucking pennies, and it's like, fuck me, I can't be bothered with this shit. It just like collects dust in my fucking wallet, and it becomes annoying. I just don't use cash at all, to be honest. They nuked the penny here. I wish they'd nuke the penny here, man. It's fucking annoying because it's like I don't want to have all these fucking coins in this, man. It's like, brother, please. I just wanna fucking spend money without having to carry like 50,000 pounds on my fucking 50,000 pounds worth of coins on my wallet, you know. Even though it's not really 50,000 pounds worth of coins, it feels like that, but it's like 10 pounds pretty much. Like, I remember back in when I was in Southampton for the first year of my university, right? Back then I would use cash, right? Quite heavily, actually. If I was going to Sainsbury's or, the university shop, or the bar, the pub, I should say more so, anywhere, bus fees, whatever it might have been, right? I literally would get coins every time, to the point where I think by the end of the year I had like a Ziploc bag, of like a zipper bag of like just coins. So it would be like this much coins, like this pile of coins in a bag, basically, this wide bag, basically. And I literally had to take it to the bank to just convert it and put it into my account, because oh my god, it was painful to just carry that shit around, man. It was so frustrating and so annoying. What do you think of the new coins coming? I think they look really good, better than our current ones. I haven't seen the new coins. Let me check. New coins UK. I haven't actually checked. I didn't even know new coins were coming. uh, oh, they look actually pretty good. They look actually good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't even realize there were gonna be new coins. This was announced last year, literally exactly last year. Fuck me. I didn't even know that. No, it's not bad. I like the coins. I like the 1 and 2 pound coins. Very much so. They look pretty cool. I like them. I like them. I like them. Is the paid scene card still available? No. It's now going to be distributed on the 16th, but the chance to get it is gone. But it's curious how now everyone is passing from physical money to virtual one. Um, it's nice. It's nice, but I understand people's like hesitance with that, because of course it's virtual money. You don't actually physically own it. But the thing is, it just makes it, in my opinion, as somebody who lives a very simple life, somebody who has no problems in life, I ideally has no problems in life, I should say. For me, it's just works perfectly for me, because I just don't want to, deal with the hassle of having to carry so many coins and so many notes in my wallet and stuff, right? It's just pain. It's just an annoyance, to be honest. I'd rather just carry a couple of cards, couple of accounts and stuff. But yeah. No, I agree. I mean, like I said, I gave my thoughts. I'm just, I just said I was disappointed. I felt like they could have, I mean, I think this could have just been plainly avoided if they had, there's so many things they could have done. Look, I admire them for having made the changes when they did in the first place. Of course, right? They've actively been updating the game and stuff like that, but it's their own fault. It's their own undoing, and they could have done a better job throughout the year in terms of improving the game, and not making missteps, bugs, things like that. Like, it's such easy things that you could have done to help the game improve massively, and it's just a shame that it's come to this point, basically. Aiming's biggest problem is that Eminence is not, as far as I know, Eminence has not been doing as well anymore as well, so they're losing money there as well, technically, in terms of overall profits. Danchro, of course, let's be real, is not the game they were expecting it to be, because of their own mistakes. Their bad first impression and everything has led to this problem, effectively, to where the money they were probably expecting from Danchro isn't probably making it. I don't know how 2.5D dimensional seduction that game is doing, to be honest. I have no idea. What else do they have? I mean, that Caravan Stories game, I mean, that's a very niche game, so I don't know how much even that's making in the first place. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's a very big, it's gonna be very interesting to see how they pan everything out, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to just wait and see. Actually, one thing I'll change here. One second. There we go. Someone who hates Freya, Leon Fierce. I mean, I talk less about Freya than he does. Every time, Freya, and stuff. If they need to allocate money to fix the modes, it's fine. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it, like I said, we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna cause panic right now necessarily, but yeah. But yeah, no. What I was gonna say was about the gacha. Actually, I wanted to talk about the gacha as well. I don't think people realize the gacha was the problem originally, but it's the least, in my opinion, it's the least concerning part of the game at the moment in time. To be honest. All right. I'm trying to figure out what fucking scene cards to put on this lady, man. I'm a bit confuzzled. 1 second. Where is that? Where is that other scene card? 1 second. Where is that other scene card that I have? Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Where's the other scene card? I wanted to. Where is it? Where is it? I'm Christmas scene card. Christmas scene card. Where art thou? Am I fucking blind? Where is it? Hold on a second. I'm actually genuinely going blind. I'm not talking about this scene card. I'm talking about the other one. Have I never? No way. I've never pulled it. Oh, there it is. That's the one I wanted. Speaking of which, I could limit break it. I didn't even know that. There we go. All right. I've been like building this team up, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? We'll take wind damage. Sure, you can have some wind damage, lady. You can have Goliath robe. Sure. Why not max all your cards? I can't. I don't have the scene cards for it. Like, I don't have the dupes. What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna use all my fucking what's it called? I'm not gonna use all my memory crystals to max it out. Are you crazy? I mean, max level your cards? Well, I can. I've not done that yet for some of the scene cards I just got, but yeah. I haven't done that for some of the scene cards I own, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world. Alright, there we go. Nice. Let me see if I missed anything else. 1 second while I'm here. The plants and animals look really good. Yeah, those also look really nice. Let's see. What else have I missed? 1 second. Okay, no, everything else is good. Sweet. I thought I missed some other stuff, but no. We've covered everything. Beautiful stuff. Where am I? Oh, final. I didn't even realize we'd gotten to the final room. I was like, where am I? I'm very confused. I was very, very confused. Where are you going? Bell, my brother in Christ. Man, I still haven't watched Eraser because I can't dedicate an hour and a half to do so. I just split it up into half an hour if need be, to be honest. If need be, but I understand. It's you'd like to watch it in one continuity, but if it can't be done, like you said, if you can't dedicate the half and a half, you have to figure out something. You can't just be like, no, I don't want to do this. Because I know people who are like that. That's why I'm saying it. But yeah. I know others who are like that, who are like, oh, I can't do this, but I can't do that either. And it's like, well, if you're not willing to budge, what do you want to do? Not watch the season? Like, so stupid. Because some people are like that, and it's like, brother. So what do you want to actually do then? If you don't want to do any of the two things, you know what I mean? Some people are very, very special in that sense, sadly. Where do we go from here? We'll just chuck this on, I guess. We'll chuck Gareth on as well, just to make our lives a little bit easier, I guess, to make our lives a little bit smoother. We can go on him. There we go. And he can just get some random ass scene cards. I don't really give a fuck as to what he gets, to be honest. I'm holding my extra UR scene cards. I'm holding it. Because there's no point in me not wasting them in case they do decide to add that final level at any given point. We have no idea when that's gonna happen, so I may as well hold on to it. It's not like I'm you know crying over not having it available or anything. So yeah, I'll get to it, but it's just a tall order. But plus I gotta watch Dan episode 2. Fair enough, fair enough. Personally, I just went over. I just was like, if I have the weekend off, I'm gonna do it, and I had the weekend off, so I just watched it. There we go. All right. Please cook, Bell. Please cook. There we go. Is it good? No, no, it's very good. First episode was fantastic in my opinion. I mean, there's a good chance it could be one of those stories you wanted to make for Danmimo, right? Where it was like they'd go to the Far East, find Kaguya's sister, and all that jazz. I'd hate for it to be just relegated to a Gaiden, but it would make some of the most sense, to be honest, if it was that. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh no, no, no! The CPUs do not play on Super. No, 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 not at all. I mean, that, like I said, that's why, like, when I did my keyboard only video, keyboard and mouse video for Sparking Zero, I was like, shit, this is gonna cook me, and it did cook me. They really did cook me. I didn't do a bad job though. I will say with keyboard and mouse, I did surprisingly well considering it was my first time playing it. Um, Young me would have been very very happy back in the day, knowing that I could actually do somewhat well on keyboard and mouse. 10 years 15 years down the line, because back then I never had the money for a controller for PC at least. So I would only play on keyboard and mouse a lot of my games. But yeah, purple, 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 purple. Where's Artemis? Where's Artemis? Even on strong, they're insane. Sometimes strong is easy to manage for me personally, but I know what you mean. It can be a little bit tricky. The problem is the AI has this tendency, especially in story, they have this tendency to be ridiculous when it comes to what's it called? When it comes to like perfect countering and perfect framing shit. It's so frustrating in that sense. But when you're able to kind of, cheese it a little bit with certain things and certain mechanics, it's not bad at all. But I definitely know what you mean by, that they can be pretty strong at some points. It can be very annoying. Just Amori being like, just imagine this big adventure happened here for Foxy Girl. Sorry guys, I mean that's just it's just how Amori is, man. At this point, it's just how he is. Um, sure. You know what? We'll give let's share 10,000 years of romance to Artemis, and you can get purple Ushiwakamaru for that extra dexterity. And you, on the other hand, milady, you can get probably some generic ass fucking scene cards, brother. Here you go. Where is the other one? Where is she? There we go. But yeah, but yeah, switching to standard on Sparking Zero has been a difficulty, I will say. It's not been fun, but I think a little bit practice and stuff like that will help for sure, I think, over time. Let's switch this out to... We'll put Final Freeze all on it. And yeah, Ushiwakamaru there. Let's go. I mean, probably they have a much higher importance because of this structure of Vistoria's magic is generally much stronger, right, at this point in time, give or take. I think you'd probably see mages having way more importance in familiars and stuff like that. It's just how it is. And you'd probably see individuals wanting to learn magic a lot more as well. Well, I mean, if you think about it, well, Vistoria is literally an alternate universe, so it is an example of what if magic was more important, effectively. I love how Omori wrote an epilogue where somehow Bell was still alive 10,000 years later, and Danmima, I smell him cooking a philosopher's stone. Bell just ascended to demigodhood. That's about it. Zeus infused god blood in him when he was younger. Nobody realized. That's why he was able to get Liaris free so easily. Nah, no, surely, definitely not. Imagine though. There we go. Hello, Panda. Welcome to the stream. One would hope he'd share this immortality with his familia. Nah, Ice is the only one who gets it. Fuck everybody else. It probably is just some reincarnation malarkey, in all honesty, or something. But yeah, who knows? All right, final 2 stages. 1 second. What did I get here? Oh. Actually, let me just check. How many do I have now? Do I have enough or not yet? 10 away, man. So close yet so far. So close yet so far. I was wondering like how close am I to the this, but no, it's still far away. Still plenty far away. All right. The usual setup. Let's go with it. Do this. Yeah, no, Seer would actually be really good with Water Lithia, man. Definitely very, very good, but not a unit I need. Not a unit I need. It's a unit I would love, but not one I need. Unknown World. And then you can get some of the support ones. There you go. Gift from the Heart. You can get this as well. Revisit attacks. And just some random ass one. Sure. You can take this one. Just for the extra damage. Sure. Let's see now. Let's see. Water Ushi Wakamura for you. And then Freeze Oil for you. Oh yeah, I forgot you have 2 slots. Sure, I'll give you 2 weapons. Because I misclicked, I'll give you 2 weapons. Have fun. I find it kind of hard to get out of combos. Yeah, you have to use things like perception and stuff. Are you on standard or classic controls? Because if you're on standard controls, then the O button is going to be your best friend. And you want to try and learn how to use super counters. That's the only thing you can realistically do. Or use like also things like After Image and Wild Sense and stuff to kind of help you effectively. I've not read Vistoria yet. I've not had the time, man. I've been super busy, like I said, playing Sparking Zero and everything, and also some other games. Just not had the time to do much, to be honest. Been chilling on that front instead. But I'll get to it at some point in the near future. And especially with all the Danmachi stuff happening as well, I've been focused on that more so as well. Yeah, no, true. It was mentioned way back when. That is true. I mean, it would be kind of interesting to see if they ever do a callback to it in some way, shape, or form. Like you said, Chekhov's gun. But yeah, we'll see. Guys, get him. Nice. Thank God. I was about to say, brothers. My brothers. What's up, Maxwell? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing? There we go. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. All right. Battle 12 now. Red. Fire. Super hot. Fire. I'm having such a difficulty getting Mushoku Tensei light novels, by the way. My volume 5 is day late on delivery. I mean, if it's only a day late, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a huge problem, but I mean, hopefully you get it soon. Hopefully you get it soon, though. We'll just chuck in Reveria as well, sure. Wow, I don't have any other fire. Wait. Yeah, no, I must have used it then. Oh, they moved it to the 16th. Got it. Well, that's 4 days late then. I think soon Bell could probably be as well in terms of be clear with who he loves and avoids misunderstandings. Well, I mean, he's already clear. I mean, in terms of being publicly clear, sure, I guess. But I think everybody knows that already, kind of. I don't think it's a big... Like, it's not like it's unknown, to be fair, either by people. At least that's my opinion. I feel like everybody kind of knows that at this point. No spoilers or anything or mentioning anything, but I think everybody is fairly clear on that. Obviously, they'll still try. There's no harm in trying because they still don't know the in-depth part of it, I guess, in terms of being completely clear about it. But Bella's also a teenager, so they believe they can change his mind. It's as simple as that. Like, at the end of the day, you have to remember these guys are like super kids and stuff, you know? They're not super kids. Most of them are like really young. Like, they're all between the ages of like 13 to 21, with the exception of Ice, who's biologically like 16 or 17, but she's actually 1,000 plus years old. But, you know, it's just, it is what it is, as they say in that on that front. What do you prefer for the anime? Do you like it more like dungeon or surface? I think both. Yeah, like you said, I prefer season one styles because it's both. But I get that, you know, when it comes to arcs, you can do so little. I think season three was the perfect example of that in a way where you could kind of do both. You're dealing with the dungeon, but it's on a surface level as well. You know, dealing with like the likes of the guild, the Loki family and stuff with the Xenoses and everything, right? I think season three also was a perfect example of that. Obviously, execution wise, it's unfortunately, you know, didn't really pan out the way we hoped it would, of course, right? But that's a different point altogether. But yeah, no, something like that I think would work exceptionally well in my opinion, in all honesty. I think having stuff like that going on and whatnot would be really ideal. We'll take this. I've already talked about the episode. No, we're still chatting about it. We're still chatting about it. I'm letting people, you know, kind of bring it up to me so that I can then respond and, you know, give my feelings. So if you still have anything to add, feel free. We can talk about it. There's no rush. I have not many places to be or to go. We can still talk about it. But I think I prefer, yeah, that sort of stuff where it's blend of the two. I definitely prefer a blend of the two, to be honest. The best way to do that, no, that's too much. You need to do a like what's it called? It would have to be sort of like what's the word here? Um, fuck, I can't remember the exact terminology for this in book writing and stuff. But you could only do it after the series ends, not now. Not at the moment. It's too complicated. It would involve a lot of stuff from the publisher side and this side of stuff. It doesn't really work. I think Mikoto's the next unit to get a buff, actually. Mikoto and Takemi Kazuchi, because of the way they've done there. No, I know. Yes, I know. Remake. But I'm just saying the gravity of it is a lot bigger than you think it is. It's not, like, as easy either. Like, even after they're done, it would be really hard to get that going, at least for a while. It's not very easy. So they won't fully stop until whoa. God damn. Just love the possibility of a perfect series being produced one day. Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that. It's just not as easy, uh, as you say. And not to mention, I mean, Amori says it himself, but I agree with him. Amori can be a little bit all over the place, in all honesty, especially with the Sword Art and main series translation side of stuff. It's why he's been saying, you know, that the next volumes, I guess a little bit of spoiler, I suppose, but it's not really a spoiler, is going to be the first time that they're actually going to be going across each other in tandem. Like they're going to be flowing with each other in tandem. If you look back and look at everything that's happened, the POVs, the drastic changes in like how, you know, things are being done and everything, it's not easy, man. It's not as easy as you think it might be. Um, Especially the early days of this. Yeah. Let me get the rewards from here, by the way, first and foremost. I already got the first one, so now just get the last ones. Alright, this is my this is my seer multi coming back to me basically. Fucking waste of a multi. That was so shit. It was such a shit multi. I don't even remember what I got. It was just a bunch of SRs and SSRs, so it was absolutely useless. But hey, oh, it is what it is. Had to try. Had to try. All right. Oh no, I don't get tickets from this. Well, I mean, they kind of have to, especially with this season, with the sheer gulf between the two, familiars and stuff, and also just the characters in general. There's a big gulf. Previous seasons, there was less of a need to do so because of that, but yeah, I know what you mean. Because the thing is, everything we saw was very much centered around Bell's level. Now we're starting to see much higher levels, Like, even when season 2, with the difference between Hyakintos and Bell, yeah, it was one level difference, but it was, like I said, only one level difference. Whereas here, you're seeing the upper echelons of level 6, as you're going to see Otaral at level 7, and so on and so forth. So, it is and you're going to see also a lot of, like, lower level characters like Lily and Haruhime, for example, as well. You can, yeah, that's exactly what Razor is saying. You can only show the strength of adventures when you have either a big gap between characters and much stronger characters or much weaker characters, either or. It's one of the two you can go for. It's not as easy as saying, like, oh, we can show it with the way, because everything is going to be, what we're watching is from the point of view of the main character, Bell. So depending on who Bell is facing, will accordingly see that. It's why in season 1, like, for example, you could see during the training sessions in itself that there was a gap between Eyes and Bell. We saw Eyes' overwhelming strength versus Bell. Same with Ryu and Bell. Exactly that. So, and then of course in the last season, you obviously had Bell at level 4 and Ryu at level 4. So there was not going to be much of a difference between the two anyways, as well. So, but yeah. Fuck knows. I have no idea what they're gonna do, man. It's why I've been saying, like, SB Creative has a big problem on their hands with how they're not letting JC staff at least execute one more season of SO. It's gonna be a real big problem. It has already been a big problem in my opinion for a while now. So yeah, I think this is something that they kind of have to figure out and focus on, in all honesty, because it is a big issue. It's going to be a big issue, and I have no idea how they're going to, drag themselves out of this all. Again, I'm really hoping that the 10th anniversary announcement is a SO adaptation, but I don't know. I have no idea. If you want, this is something I actually mentioned in my Discord. I'm gonna probably do it, so I would recommend, if you guys want to do it as well, you can jump in on it and try and see if this works. But 1 second, where was it? There we go. I think I had it right here. There we go. So if you want to, if you really want to, try and maybe get something across to them, potentially, go to this website and send in a comment. It's SB Creative's own website. They obviously they're doing the publishing and everything for all of this sort of stuff. Inquire about the publishing side of things, or potentially, just you can send the message in as it is, and just ask them Sword Oratory adaptation or something. Best thing you can do. Maybe they actually listen directly, same thing you can do with JC staff if they have their website up and stuff. Do the same thing, but yeah. Like, it may not lead to anything, but at least the attempt has been made is the best thing to do it. Most likely it'll lead to nothing, but yeah, it probably will lead to nothing, but you never know. No, absolutely. I mean, you look at any of these series, like Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super, or whatever it is, you're gonna see a big power gulf between the two. So that's just how it is. You can't really, like, it. The first time we're seeing this power gulf is now, realistically. Yeah, no, I said it in the Discord. I'll do it. I'll do it. I still have to do it. I've just been, like I said, I've been super caught up with everything. But it's something I definitely want to do. I don't mind sending a message in, see if they say something or anything even. Hey, listen, if it happens, I'd like to take I'd like to claim that we did it. as a group, as a union. Like, what Discord was the link? It's my personal Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. The biggest problem is they've never accurately shown how fast Bell is. Again, it's hard to say that because the only time we've really truly seen Bell's speed in terms of like in a fight sequence was against Hyakinthos, which of course Hyakinthos, well, yeah, I mean that whole war games scene was done dirty. Realistically, that's the only time. Whereas comparatively in other times, well, Bell's speed like hasn't really necessarily needed to show itself because usually the opposing character is either way too fast, Juggy for example, or whatever it was, or we've not, even in the light novels, it's not been shown off properly in those sequences. So it's hard to say because again, I can't really complain about that. Whereas the thing is, right, with Will, again, you're comparing two very different scenarios. Like I said in my comparison video between Danmachi and Vistoria, the whole situation with Will is that everybody is shocked he has that speed. There is that speed gulf between Will and the other characters. Whereas in Danmachi, yes, Bell has, you could say, a speed advantage because of his high agility stats and everything, right? But naturally speaking, we've not necessarily seen him in that sort of situation, even in the light novels necessarily that often, proving his speed in that sense. Don't even get me started on how much they nerfed Jug's speed in the anime. I personally thought it was shown fine, to be honest. I mean, they showed him being fast. I think that's more than fine. Exactly, it's a very different situation. Will is a different situation entirely. You can't really compare Bell and Will. I've been saying this for a long time. People are comparing Bell and Will and are down, saying like, oh, they're not doing a good job at showing Bell's stuff and whatnot. But it's like, Bell has been the underdog since day one. The whole point of Will is that he's showing that he was never the underdog. In fact, he was probably stronger than almost everybody in that school. So there's a huge difference. The fact that he, like I said, drew blood against that professor, Edward, or whatever his name was, and whatnot, shows that there was a big difference in what people expected of him and what obviously he is, right? Whereas with Bell, is the other way around in a way, kind of, you know. Well, people expect nothing out of him, and he isn't actually much compared to everybody else at this moment in time still, you know. Obviously, as time will go on, and as he gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and as we get to see, obviously, that gulf begin to appear between everybody, then yeah. Snape, yeah, Professor Snape, basically. Touche. It is, it is Snape. Like I said, I think it's a bit of a difficult one, to be honest. It's a very difficult one. I don't think people are being very fair in that sense to Bell specifically, in my opinion. But yeah. All right, we got some tickets. Let's go and do those tickets, and then we'll try the familiar event again. I think we'll see how it goes. Maybe get my score in finally. See if it helps us any. Nothing there. Nothing there. All right, we move along. We move along. We move along. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a very, it's two very different situations. You know, it's two very different situations, in my opinion. Let me try Asfi, man. I should probably try Asfi. I'm fair to Bell, just not to. Well, indirectly, I'm saying also JC stuff as well here because of how generally they are. You know, in terms of like with what they're doing. They're doing what they're doing what they can first and foremost. Of course, back in season 2 and season 3, it was just a disaster show all around. So sadly to say, and it's not only their fault. I would say yes, they have some blame. I'm not gonna say they have no blame at all. They definitely have some blame, but they don't take all the complete blames like some daily Twitter pages, daily sorry, like to blame them for. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think there's this as well. All right, there we go. At least it's not as bad as it used to be, is what you should be saying. But no, I know what you mean by as it could be. It's not Tower of God. It was never Tower of God bad, thankfully. It was just bad pacing and bad adaptation, basically. That's it. Which you could argue is potentially worse, but I'd rather take a bad adaptation and say like they could improve in the future, maybe potentially, and rather than having to deal with bad adaptation and really bad animation as well at the same time. Thank God we're nowhere near like that. Thank God. Because there's a sheer difference in the two, man. Okay, yeah, the Colosseum one is fair. I think the Colosseum one was fair. I remember not being very happy with them cutting a little bit of the Colosseum. I get why they did it, but I also don't like the fact that it was cut, in all honesty. But I understood why at the same time. Wasn't fun watching it go down like that, but yeah. Let me just buff up Asfi a little bit, 1 second. Just to give her a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do as well is... I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, we'll see him being speedy. And to be fair, they did kind of show it a little bit against Hayden in a way in the first episode and the second episode. Because he was still able to do a fair good job, you could argue and say, right? Considering he is level 4 versus level 6 effectively, right? But you could see the speed he had. Obviously, it wasn't enough, but yeah, like they show it here and there, but yeah. No, but that's being also disingenuous, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong. You can, you can obviously, he must be a good guy. I'm not saying he's not a good guy, but he's being very prejudiced and also very stubborn about, oh, it's all of this one person's fault when it clearly isn't. And the thing is, of course, if a franchise is selling a character really well, Hestia, let's be real, is the face of Danmachi. Let's not get it twisted. Aiz is obviously the main female protagonist, right? Sure, to all of us, that is the case. But Hestia is the most popular character from Danmachi. You would be stupid not to sell her. I don't blame JC staff, I don't blame SB Creative, and I don't even blame Omori for even agreeing with them that, okay, we should do this instead. Yes, I will accept changing the story because of that. Because it sells. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. This is the business at the end of the day, and the anime is meant to sell the light novels more so than the light novels are supposed to sell the anime. And if you have to do really well with the anime, you gotta get there. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's unfair for sure as to how they treated Aiz, especially in the early days, specifically Sword of Rotoria. They could have done a much better job. They should have done a much better job. And let's be real, they have done a much better job over time. Especially, in my opinion, with like Season 3 and now Season 5 as well. But yeah. The problem is that Aiz... Well, the problem is... Sorry, I should reiterate my point. The problem is, right, when they did have an opportunity to use Aiz really well with Season 1 of Sword of Rotoria, they fumbled. And then in Season 1, she makes her big appearance, of course, with Belle and everything. Obviously, the start of everything. Season 2, she has very little to do. She trains Belle. They did show that, I'd say, pretty relatively well. They did a good job with her in, of course, the dance sequence as well. Let's be real, that was really well done. Everybody still loves it to this day, the ballroom sequence. They did it, in my opinion, really well. Same with also the stuff at the end as well, you could argue. But obviously, Hestia had more shine there as well because of that whole Bridget scene with that guy from the village as well, right? So obviously Hestia was gonna have anyways more importance in the village sequence, and because of the cut contents and everything that was gonna happen. Season 3, could they have done a bit better job? Yes, but I feel like a lot of what we're thinking of eyes during season 3 and the Xenos arc is also us talking about what happened in volume 10 effectively, right? And so we can't really judge that because volume 10 eyes is completely different to what happened in the main series eyes. And then season 4 she doesn't make an appearance at all. Let's be real. She might obviously I think Belle thinks about her a couple of times, but she doesn't make a real appearance necessarily. And so, of course, getting those scenes cut is understandable to a degree. And even then, we still got one scene or two scenes, I think, with Ice still, nonetheless, right? Again, you can't just, and this is my biggest problem is people think before you go ahead and blame. Like, be constructively critical when you're making these points. Like, a lot of people make these points about like Eyes, Hestia, or whatever, View, and so on and so forth, but constructively think. And I'll say this about the same thing about Ryu fans. I know you're getting a stray shot here as well, sorry Ryu fans, but y'all need to think about the whole situation between Belle and Eyes as well when it comes to their start and how their relationship started and why Belle will choose Eyes over Ryu no matter what, for them obviously in the canonical route, of course, right? It's been written in the stars since day one, day not even, you could say, right? But yeah. Nah, I disagree with that. Hestia has grown a lot and she has a bigger and bigger involvement as light novels have gone on. I disagree with that point. I disagree with that point. Obviously, Loki has had a major role to play, but Loki's been in the game for much longer. You have to realize that as well. People forget that Hestia is a new goddess as well. Like, she's been here for 6 months, literally, as well. She's been on God's given earth for the same amount of time, nearly, as Belle has actually been an adventurer. Like, maybe a little bit longer, but that's it. Like, 7 months, 8 months for Hestia. There's a huge difference between a goddess who's been in the game for 10 years nearly, plus 15 years even, I would say. It's 15, 20 years, of course, since, Finn was picked up by Loki, versus a goddess who's been in the game for 8 months. And like you said, Hestia's gotten good development since then. For a goddess who's doesn't know shit and has had to deal with a fucking what's the word here, a monstrosity, an anomaly in Belle, you could argue she's done the best she can do, think that Omni-Man meme, basically, that Omni-Man meme 30 years ago, sorry, 30 years ago, I don't know why I said 20, 30 years ago, that Omni-Man meme of, like, when he's talking to whatever the guy's name is. Like, I don't watch that much of Invincibles, but that meme I remember. But he's like, think, think. It's literally just that, man. It's literally just that. People need to think, man, before they say anything, in my opinion. It's just it's such an obvious thing to deal with. But yeah. Oh, that doesn't kill? Uh-oh. That's a bit of a problem. 1 second. Well, I haven't watched that much. I wasn't a big fan of it personally, so I just skipped out on it. I know people loved it a lot, but yeah. But no, so that's just my personal opinion. Is like, you have to realize there's a big difference between the two characters. In all honesty, between Belle and between, sorry, Hestia and Loki and stuff like that, and just generally why Hestia is being pushed a lot versus Ice, for example, in the anime and stuff. But yeah. What can I do? What can I do? I think one thing that could give me an easy boost is just limit breaking, which I have more than enough mystical fauna, so let me just do that. I mean, I don't think everybody liked Hestia initially. I know some of my friends still don't like Hestia entirely, but I get why. and it's always going to be the case that people will have opinions regarding it as time goes on. Yeah, but Loki has had the time to develop like that. You know what I mean? Like, I get what you're saying. I absolutely agree. But Loki also had the time to do so as well, which is very super nice. I understand it's interesting because the movie shows the difference between the two goddesses, one more experienced than the other. Exactly, exactly. It's really well done in my opinion. You can see the difference between SO and, but that's the whole point between SO and main series. SO shows the more experienced adventurers and their fallacies, whereas of course you see the growth of a new adventurer and his fallacies as well, which is really good. You get the best of both worlds in that sense. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. The debuffs are gonna go now. Let me just do this so that we can get some debuffs going. Let's drop this. There we go. Drop this. There we go. So just for fun, I want Tom Hiddleston Loki to react to Danmachi Loki. That'll be quite funny, to be honest. He removes the debuffs. Bad timing. Oh yeah, I forgot that people were running triple Wish Feather. I forgot about that. I need to change that actually. That's my bad. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. I know people were like, use triple Wish Feather on Bell. Oh, the debuffs have gone. The buffs have gone. Tough. That's fine. Yeah, I got that as well. I got that as well. Oh god. Alright, do this. Use Aphrodite. Drop this. Drop this. I should have used the E, but that's fine. Yes, the ranking event takes your highest score only. Let's do this. There we go. Man, I don't know how people are getting 40 million with this, man. My score is tanking. Someone in my guild has 200 million. They're hacking? Yeah, 100%. That's hacking. That's hacking. Yeah, I know. I wish the same. I wish they did that as well, Maxwell. I can improve my score because I got like 20 million in my no, yeah, I got 20 million before the day ended, before the ranking event ended last time, so I can definitely get better. But yeah, I don't know, man. My luck with Astri is probably also not helping a lot because that 50-50 chance and stuff. I mean, it's different goddesses, and if their personalities are the same, it's not gonna change drastically. But yeah, like yeah, a lot like this guild is definitely hacking. For example, they're 100% hacking because, fuck, of course, yeah, definitely we're gonna see somebody who has like 1.25 billion or 1.5 billion. Sure, buddy. The rest all of them are pretty accurate, I would say, fairly accurate. With my score, I think we'll jump up to here. Yeah, we'll probably jump up here and then maybe this one. No. Veto is not canon. Yeah, yes. The first volume. The first volume after the Frey arc is available in English. Volume 19 is available in English now. I've already done my review as well and everything. Yeah, it's been available. Yeah. We're still waiting on... When is this one coming out? I forgot when this one is coming out, actually. Let me just check. Oh, yeah, no. Shit, I forgot. Fuck, I'm not going to be able to review this, the Sword Oratoria 13 in English. Because I'll be still on holiday during that period. Maybe? December 10th. December 10th is when it's dropping. So 2 months out. But I'm in Dubai during that period. I'm going on holiday between the 29th of November to the 12th of December. I'll be back home on the 13th or 14th, basically, give or take there. But yeah. Never mind, lol, I'm stupid. They have two. I think there's a big difference between those two numbers, my guy. Oh my god. That's a big difference. That's a big ass difference. Yeah, it's a good callback to the early days. I'd agree. I got 7 million. I'm leading. I don't like my odds on getting a good rank. What? I didn't check what the rewards are. What are the rewards this time around? Let me just check. Is it the same as what the singular event was, or is it back to the normal, like, 3,000? I hope it's back to 3,000. It would be so nice for the familiar. Like, if you're gonna do something good, Danchro, please do it now. I'm expecting it not to change, though. What is it? Yeah, it's fucking 1,500. Fucking dickheads. Absolute twats. Why? 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 But why? Oh, well. It is what it is, as they say. It is what it is. I'll keep this one. Let me just change this for maybe something else, maybe. Can I? Probably this might actually be better, actually, because I'll be able to get this as well. Yeah, let's go with this. You beat me at deleting my post. I was about to do it myself when I realized what I said. Wait. Deleting what post? I'm very confused. What was the point? I might have missed it. Did I? Huh? Did you do a boo-boo? It was a spoiler, I think. I don't even know what happened. I'm very confused. I'm very bamboozled. Was it regarding the, this? What's it called? Oh no, I'm aiming the wrong direction. Oh, it still hit. Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. I should probably use the, this immediately, you know? Oh, Estrella. Yeah. I mean, I just said maybe. You never know what might happen. You may never know what might happen. Nah, that's fine. It's fine. I get it was not intentional. It's alright, buddy. Estrella is a good girl, and I love her in Danmachi. Yeah, no, she's really good, man. I really like her. I really like her. I think she's super well done. I'm a big fan as well. Drop this. Do this. Thank you for the burn. Do this. Do this. The Wish Feather is good? No, Wish Feather is really good. Do this. There we go. Hopefully we can get a burn again. Ah, shit. I was really hoping that I wouldn't get hit by that. Drop this. There we go. Why in this ranking? Because with its if you use it, it actually gives you a lot of special move cooldown, which helps out massively. You might not have a lot of enemies you face, but because of how much you're doing consistently, it's good. Just as backup on YouTube, nice, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, it's been back up for months now. Nice, 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 good stuff. Yeah, not a good score, a great score here again, but like, I'm getting a better score with Haruhime, man. It's so weird. Maybe I'm not doing the RC strat properly. That's probably what it is, but yeah. Watching you more, that's funny. Been back up for months now. Got it. Let me see what else. Hello, Kool-Aid. I don't know if I said hi to you. But yeah, the veto stuff is not canon. It's just something that they did in Danmimo because of how popular his story was in Danmimo, with obviously Winter Magic Miracle, and of course in Astray Record, of course. So yeah. I think they paid more attention to everybody's proportions in some way, shape, or form, brother. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely yes, yeah, you're right. Like that arched back, ooh, in the Hostess of Fertility outfit, ooh, they cooked with that one. To be honest, it was nice seeing everybody in the Hostess of Fertility outfit. Good evening, user mate. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, Ryu's longer hair is very nice as well, for sure, for sure. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good as well. I'm doing fantastic. It's been good. It's been good. Oh man, I might get some Chinese right now. How many episodes new season of the anime? 15. At this moment in time, we know it's 15. It might be more, might be less. We'll have to wait and see. I hope it goes back to blonde. I think they'll maybe slowly transition it to going back to blonde towards the end of the season, maybe, or maybe later on. Because if she's getting the longer hair back and everything, I think they'll obviously want to go back to being blonde as well, potentially. At least that's what I personally think. I know it's because of the whole Gale Ryu thing and Gale Win thing, but inevitably I think that's also gonna get thrown out of the window. Probably not. The reason why I say this is because it's most likely the case volume 18 is going to have 6 episodes, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because based on the Blu-ray, there's 2 Blu-rays. Blu-ray 1 is episodes 1 to 9. Blu-ray 2 is episodes 10 to 15, and Blu-ray 2 releases afterwards. It's most likely the case volume 18 has 6 episodes dedicated to it. If it's 6 episodes, it's actually more than fine, I think. In fact, I think it's a little bit, arguably one extra episode than I think it needed, to be honest. I think 5 episodes, it would have been perfect, I think, for volume 18. As that's what my prediction was initially, even without them saying it was 15 episodes. If it was 18 to 20, 24 episodes, I thought they would have given more to 16 and 17 because of just generally the structure and everything. I thought 18 might get 6, 5, 6, maybe 7 potentially, but I thought 5 or 6 would have been ideal, to be honest, more than fine, because of just generally how 18 is. To be honest, I can't really go into too much detail without spoiling it, but like the way 18 is, especially the second half of 18, it's not really, what's the word here? It doesn't really need a lot of episodes, if you get what I mean. I think if you've read the light novel, you kind of get what I'm saying here, but yeah. Volume 16 has probably 4 episodes and 17 has 5. That's what I think it is. Volume 18 was huge, but not in the way you think it was huge. It's, again, hard to explain it, because I agree, it was a very big light novel. It's, what, 600 pages, 500, 600 pages, something like that. It's the largest light novel we have. But it's not for the reason why you think it is large, in the sense, you know. It's hard to explain again without spoilers and all, but yeah. Yeah, no worries, Leon. You take it easy, mate. Have a good one. Have a good one. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I didn't want to really go into that much detail because I felt like it would kind of be spoilery, but it's a very descriptive light novel, basically, is the best way to put it. There's a lot of describing going on, but that means if it's being more descriptive about everything in the sense, but you know, it doesn't mean it necessarily will mean that scenes will be extremely long in the anime as a result of that. So it doesn't have to be the case in that sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't need as many episodes to adapt it. And the description can be helped. The descriptions can help, sorry, I should say, more so. Yeah, no, it's not hard to condense it. I think it'll be more than fine. I think volume 18 is probably the easiest one to adapt out of all three light novels. Because of the episode count, however, I think 16 and 17 might be a little bit more trickier. I think 16, not too difficult. I think there's a lot of scenes that can be cut right if they do it right. And they've so far done it right, episodes 1 and 2. 3 and 4 we'll have to wait and see, of course, right? We'll have to wait and see on how episodes 3 and 4 go, but yeah. 17 I think is going to be the trickiest one to adapt because there's a lot happening, right, in terms of the perspectives, the general structure and everything. No spoilers, of course, no spoilers, but it is going to be a bit tricky, I think, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, we'll have to wait and watch on how they do it on that front. Let's see. One second. Okay, sorry, I was just looking at this, basically. One second, I'm just looking at Twitter. Okay. How many months will last if they do every Saturday episode? Well, it's not every Saturday, it's every Thursday, for one. It will be coming out but it'll end in the end of January. Mid to end January. I have not read Vistoria yet. No, I have not fully read it. It feels like a crazy task to fit all this in 15 episodes. It's not an impossible task. As you said, it is a crazy task, but not an impossible one for sure, in my opinion. I would say it's like hard to very hard, but not impossible. And I wouldn't say it's like extreme difficulty or anything, in all honesty. It also depends. I think it'll end in episode 4 as well. I agree, Space Pirate Lord. I think episode 4 is where 16 ends. It also depends on if they do any extended episodes as well. So yeah, because if they do have like extended 1-hour episodes potentially during a week, which we still don't know about, that we can't really tell until they actually do the episode, right? When they actually premiere the episode and stuff. That's the only time we'll know if they're doing an hour episode and stuff. Oh yeah, you were watching on Saturday. I'm talking about like when it drops. It drops on Thursdays. It drops on Thursday afternoon, or Friday morning if you're in Asia. But either way, that's besides the point. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see because they could do extended episodes as well for certain episodes if they wanted to. So we'll see. But yeah. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I have a beef with Danmachi Twitter. I know my stream can be a little bit susceptible to the cheeky fucking spoiler from certain people. And it's not just Neon. There's more people as well. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of y'all that tend to do it. Not the regulars, the usual regulars, I should say. But there are people in here that can be quite annoying in that sense. But Danmachi Twitter is on another level, bro. They don't care about spoilers on there, man. Fuck me. I know so many of my friends who got spoiled on a lot of shit in terms of the season, unfortunately, which is a fucking shame because that shouldn't be happening. I mean, I'd hope that Danmachi Twitter was a little bit more courteous, but shit, damn. Shit, man, it's tough. It is rough, man, out there. Because, honestly, like, even I get recommended stuff, right? But at every time, it is a spoiler for sure. There's no two ways about it. It's it's a spoiler consistently. The JP people are fine. I've not had any issues with the Japanese Twitter accounts. They've been actually pretty good with non-spoiler stuff. It's the fucking Western accounts that are fucking pissing me off, man. It's crazy. And I do feel bad for people, but yeah. This is the main problem with Fate Grand Order and spoilers. Everyone keeps spoiling the story from JP that's 2 years out of story. Yeah, that's true as well. FGO is the same issue as well. That's the big problem in FGO as well. You're not wrong on that. FGO has the same issue. Dodging novel spoilers hard mode, yeah. The Twitter isn't for spoilers though, it's for the most up-to-date stuff like the wiki. Well, the thing is, I disagree with that because it's the wiki's responsibility to obviously help people who are new to the series not get spoiled. And there are ways to not get spoiled as well. You can literally hide things like the status and levels and stuff like that. They objectively avoid doing that consistently. There are so many other wikis that do a much better job in like hiding, like, okay, what is their status? Are they alive or dead? What are their levels? What are their skills? What are their abilities? And so on and so forth. And they even have like a big thing on the top saying, this place will have spoilers, be warned, effectively, if they can't hide it. For example, if there is something they can't hide, they will mention, this section contains spoilers, please avoid it. The wiki doesn't have any of that. It just doesn't have any of that. So you are prone, if you're just looking up something or you want to learn more about, maybe Bell's personality or learn a bit more about Bell's abilities in a little bit more detail where it's explained a bit better, well, fuck, you're screwed because you're going to get spoiled frame one immediately, no doubt about it. And that is the wiki's responsibility. I'm sorry, you are responsible for this, and there are so many ways to do it. I know it's not your job, you're not getting a bunch of money out of it and stuff, and I understand that it might be something you're doing as something of a hobby or something that you're doing because you enjoy the series and stuff like that. And this is, I'm talking about to the wiki admins or whoever they are, but it is your responsibility nonetheless, as a fan, as a person who is effectively holding the gates to the Danmachi fandom effectively because of the wiki. It's the most accessible portal. It is your responsibility to ensure that everybody has a good experience getting into the series. And if you spoil somebody, it is your responsibility and your fault that they got spoiled. I'm sorry. I mean, it's the Reddit and wiki. Both of them, I swear, they're all of them are think Omori's a shit writer, which is crazy to me. I disagree entirely with that. He can be a very simple writer, but keep it simple, stupid. That's the key words there, and he does do a good job with it, in my opinion. And I think he's done a good job. I think a lot of people have this, obsession that they have to be like berserk level writers or something crazy like that. But it's like, no, it doesn't have to be. Like, it's crazy. And when it comes to Twitter as well, right? Twitter, I will say, sure, fair enough. Twitter, I can understand because it's not really like, you can't hide spoilers unless you spoiler tag the image or have like a spoiler thing or whatever it is when you start typing your tweet out. That being said, though, there are options for that. If you're putting an image that is spoilery in some way, shape, or form, be showcasing the end of volume 18 and stuff there, but yeah. The only writer who has really earned the ire of his fans in GRRM? I feel like I'm being stupid here. What do you mean by that? What is the full abbreviation of that? I'm confused. Sorry. Oh, Marlon. Oh, okay. Got it. Game of Thrones guy. Forgot about him. I forgot that was yeah. I got it. Yeah. The moment he said Martin, I realized who it was. Simple is good. We don't need the crazy stuff. Exactly. But yeah, but no, it is the wiki's responsibility. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand. The wiki. Like I said, they're not getting paid for it, as far as I know, at least. I'm pretty sure they're not getting paid big bucks for it, especially a Danmachi wiki out of all things. But it is their responsibility to be cautious with it. To be responsible for it. They're the ones who created it. You effectively then become responsible as a result of that. If I, let's say, was running a Danchro wiki, for example, just a thing out there. Let's say if I was running a Danchro wiki, first and foremost, I'd have barely any people on the wiki in the first place. But no, seriously, if I was spoiling a story or something, I would ensure that people know that it is a spoiler story, or there's going to be details about a story that is spoilery in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, it's just crazy. Many people in Reddit got mad because Belle said, "Oh, I'm already in love with someone." That says a lot. For the community, and also the other part that didn't talk about. I know which line you're talking about. Yeah, I think that's just. I think people are being stupid about that. I think people are being ridiculous with that. No, but that's the thing. People forget that this is his literally like first Trump got elected. I do not feel like writing. That's quite funny to be honest. uh, oh man. But no, I agree. I think people forget that this is Omori's first book, and for a first-time writer, it's fantastic. In all honesty, it's really well done. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. As they say, it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, one second. What is this? Oh shit. Oh shit. Game Freak, massive Game Freak leak is happening right now, including source code for Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Black and White 2. Along with the Pokemon leaks, it is further confirmed that Switch 2's internal codename is indeed Ounces. Ooh. Oh. That is rough. That's gonna be rough, man. Gen 10's codename is Gaia. Fucking hell, man. That's tough. That's crazy. That is crazy. Sorry, I had to look into this because I was just looking at this. That is nuts. One second. All right. Let's see. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it'll cost them that much. I think they have more than enough money, big man. I think they have more than enough money to spare for that if they wanted to. It is the biggest franchise in the world for a reason. I don't think it's a big problem there, to be honest. I think it's the least of their concerns if they're sparing some money to do that, to be honest. Frankly speaking, it's probably not costing them a whole lot. It's probably pennies, in all honesty. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do? I'm trying to think. Oh, wait. I forgot. I missed a day, I think. I missed a day, unfortunately. So that's why I've only 10. I'm missing 10. So it's fine. I'll get it tomorrow. No, that was supposed to be the newest gacha game, but we have no idea yet as to where it is. Fuck knows. That it's supposed to be the next gacha game. Um, yeah, no idea where it is. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Where is it? Is it this one? No. This is Final Medicine. What am I on about? Freeze oil, right? Freeze oil. There it is. I only got 2? Damn. Kind of booty cheeks, but oh well. I mean, I'll take this one. To be honest, it's probably the best one I can get right now, anyways. So I'll take it. Yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing I've got to do before the event ends as well, which is gonna end on the 14th, so Monday. I'm gonna try and see if I can farm the story a little bit more to get more of the Cadmus shield and also the this, as well as a lot of like a lot more like ability board items if possible, because that is the next thing we need to focus on, as well as just get a lot of those as well. Although a lot of that sorted out as well. So we'll try and do that as well. I've already done the challenges, so now I guess I can just do... Uh-oh. Nearly fucked it up there. Chose the wrong team nearly. Not my bonus team. Not my bonus team. We'll see if we can buy stuff now. Let's see. I'll just use 22 potatoes. 22 potatoes. 22 potatoes. There we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, this I can do like this. Okay, beautiful. I'll just do this in the meantime while we're just waiting. I'll go till 34,000 probably. I'll just get 34,000 words. And then we can just keep remaking. Alright, there we go. There we go. 341. Let's see how much we can, if we can get anything good there. I think I've got a decent one-ish already, but if I can get a better one, that'll be nice. That'll be very, very nice. Where is it? Blind. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, I've got a really good one already because of this, but yeah. But if I can get, you know, maybe 2 of those, that'll be very nice. I saw some rainbows there. I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. No. To be honest, I'd take 2 rainbows, but if they're different, like strength and skill damage increase, that would be very nice. Oh, seriously? I mean, this is actually kind of... It's not really better, but like, it can be. It can be. It can be a little bit more consistent. Oh. Oh. These guys started talking about Game of Thrones. I don't know much about Game of Thrones, to be honest. I've watched a little bit of it, but that's about it. I'm not a big fan, so yeah. That's why I'm just kind of just chatting about this instead, because I have no idea. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Would this be better, actually? I think I'll take this for now, just to see what it is. 8 plus 9. Yeah, this is actually better. This is actually way better. Maybe not way better. Way better is a bit of a stretch, but like it is better because that is 17% action skill damage plus 10% strength, which is really solid. Okay, this is a bit much now. No, I'm fine with it. Tangents are wild, but usually I would inevitably just say after a while to kind of get back on track a little bit, just because you know how people, you know, not everybody might be interested in the same topic and stuff, you know, and it can be quite like meh for people as a result of that. So I usually would tell people to get back on track. So you're all right in the meantime. Ooh, 15% plus what would be probably like 5%. Do I take this one? No, I think I'm gonna keep the one I have, because I think the one I have is gonna be a little bit more consistent again because of the strength bonus. And Belle needs a strength bonus as well anyways, so yeah. Book has a story for every situation, lol. Oh man. I did a pull on Harmo after Pretty and got for Mikoto's SR and SR mint roll. That's how we do. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Ooh, this could be not bad. No, actually it'll be worse. It'll be worse. Nintendo's being foolish trying to sue over a bad I mean, I still think that... Listen, Nintendo is a smart company. It's not like they're not smart. Whenever they've done shit, they've been able to hold a good job with it. And do a good job with it usually. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I agree. I think it's a little bit unnecessary. I mean, it is very unnecessary. But hey, if they do win, they do win in that sense. You know what I mean? What about PlayStation All-Stars? I'm very confused. Well, how did that come into play? I've never played it, so I don't know. You'll have to explain to me why they'd have to go after them. Come on. It's literally Smash. Well, the thing is that there's a difference there. Well, as far as I know, I don't think they've patented like the Smash mechanics or anything like the platformer. But like clearly with this one, it's all about the Pokeball side of things, right? If that is patented, the whole idea of a Pokeball is patented, yeah. Yeah, but that's also on Pal World for using those same exact ball mechanics as Pokemon. That's on them as well, to be honest. You've had so many other series and franchises, Digimon, Yokai Watch, so on and so forth, that have not done that. it is a little bit stupid on their behalf as well to use the same exact mechanic when you know that, already I'm pretty sure they knew internally that they're already towing a line with the whole, monsters looking alike design wise, but they knew they wouldn't really get caught on that. So fair play, they got away with that fairly well, right? The problem is when you're doing something like this with a mechanic that is so blatantly obvious, and if it has been patented as well, mind you, as well, the whole ball mechanic, right? And that's where they'll probably lose out on potentially. But if it's patented, it is under copyright regulations nonetheless. I agree with you in theory, like to you and me, from a consumer standpoint, it destroys the validity. But under the law and also under business regulations, technically, because it's patented, because it's copyright, unfortunately, I think it does still count. Sadly, it does still it still handles this as well. But that's been a thing for a very long time, to be honest, as well. I'm not gonna lie, man. The whole idea of patenting game mechanics has been a thing since the early 2000s, if not older than that. The thing is, once it's been patented and stuff like that, usually companies don't really toe that line and go for it. There's a reason why we've not had like the Nemesis system, for example, one of the best systems in any game, has never been implemented because fucking Warner Brothers decided to patent that system, and so nobody's ever tried to do that, unfortunately. Just because Palworld has dared to try and do that, right? For example, this is going to be the example that'll set effectively if people can do something or not. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So again, I'm not, I don't want to really be the one to defend big corpo and stuff, but I'm being realistic here, and I'm being effectively as realistic as I can possibly be when it comes to the situation. And unfortunately, it does mean that it's going to potentially go in Nintendo's favor, is my side of thought. It's unfortunate to some, but yeah. I have no affiliation with Power. I don't care if they win or lose, to be honest. I just want to see what happens, more so because it'll define a lot of what will be in the future, Yeah, but you don't know when contracts would have happened and stuff like that and all that sort of stuff, legalities and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting to see what happens. Because if I think, to be honest, if Nintendo wins, I think Sony drops Palworld, or the company that works with Palworld. I don't know what the name is again. I can't remember the name. Playtronic or whatever. No, I'm thinking of another company maybe. I don't know. I think it's very likely that they drop them immediately then, because there probably must be something in the contract saying like, if you do something stupid, we will drop you. This always will be the case. Sony is, yeah. Yeah, that is also true. Sony did take in Concord. It's not the biggest example there, but yeah. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, but Warner, I don't know if the studio who did is the studio that even did Shadow of Mordor with Warner, because like if they aren't, then well, technically they can't, because they don't know how to. It's two very different things. Developers are Monolith Productions. Do they even still exist? Oh no, they still exist. Okay, they still exist. What have they made since? Made fuck all. They've made fuck all since. Oh, they're making the Wonder Woman game. I guess they could implement it in the Wonder Woman game. It would be kind of cool actually implementing it in the Wonder Woman game. That's their probably best option, if they can implement it in the Wonder Woman game. If they can, then they'll do well. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, I get wanting to start from very fresh, but I think Cavill could have stayed on as one of the few that stuck around. I think I don't necessarily disagree with the decision to restart everything. I think that makes the most sense, but I think Cavill could have stayed on. But yeah, I don't know. Is the new guy for Superman, like, is he younger than Cavill? Because I get if they're wanting to go for a much younger Superman and stuff. That's the whole point of Superman Legacy. It's basically it's very early days of Superman still as well, if I'm not mistaken. How old is David Corn Sweat? He's 31. I can see that being a good reason in a way, longer term solution. 10 years difference only. It's not like Cavill's like 50 plus. Cavill is only 41, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, yeah, I hope they do a good job. I really do hope they do a good job with Superman. But yeah. All right. Does not look as good as Cavalier Soups. Yeah, I can see that. But I want to watch a trailer before saying anything about that, to be honest. No, it's two different studios. Rocksteady is the one who made the Suicide Squad game. It's a completely different studio. It's not the same studio at all. Two different studios entirely. All right, I guess we can wrap it up there though for tonight, though, chat. I'm gonna wrap it up there, considering, well, we're pretty much done, I guess. Now we're just chilling and chatting about all the stuff. But I will head out. I'll go stuff to do. I'll go do some stuff, some shenanigans. I'm gonna go order food actually as well. But appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of good stuff. And I'm gonna order some Chinese. I'm gonna order some Chinese right now. But yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, y'all take it easy. Have yourselves a good one. Ciao. Bye bye.